Today's my 33rd birthday, and there's not much difference from my last birthday, when all year I was saying to myself that I wanted this birthday to be different. I'll change my life. This is the year. Just all of that. And yet here we are, probably in an even worse situation. Maybe. So I just took some time to think last night, how can I make this year different? Why am I still spinning in the same patterns? Like, why is nothing different? Like, the degree of difference is just very minimal. So this morning I sat down, I actually watched a video of Leila Hormozi, and she was talking about values. And so I thought, okay, and she was talking about running your life through your values as a filter. So just using your values as a filter for your decisions. Yeah. And I thought, well, what are my values? And she was saying, if you just run all of your decisions through your values, it doesn't matter what anyone else says or thinks, or whether you get judged or criticized or not. It's just, that's just going to happen. That's just a byproduct of you living within your values. And she was saying that more so, the judgment is more so about you not fitting in with their preferences. And so when you live and show up outside of their preferences, they essentially get triggered and then they'll judge you because it's not what they prefer. So she was saying, in the end, people are going to judge you anyway. People are going to criticize you anyway. The only difference is that really, if you're not living within your values or from your values, and you're just walking around living life according to what other people want, well, you're going to get judged for that still. So would you rather be judged for, like, the fake version of you, or would you rather be judged for the real version of you? Like, what seems easier? It seems like a fucking uphill battle trying to live life, trying to get the approval of other people, and constantly living as this like character that's not even true to you, that's not even you. You just like put on this facade so that people will like you or people will approve of you and people won't judge you. But in the end, like, you're going to get judged anyway. So the amount of energy that goes into that to keep up with that character, to keep up with that role, to keep up with that life, just so others approve of you, the ROI on that is fucking like negative. You're just going to burn out. So if you live from your values and you run all of your decisions and your behavior, and yeah, you make choices from those values that are important to you, what you value, well, if you get judged and criticized, at least you know that, like, it feels good. Like, it feels good to be you. There's no having to try and keep up with other people's expectations, or because that in itself, it's like people's expectations, people's preferences also change. And so you're going to look like a fucking fool if you're just like putting on this character and trying to appease these people. And then at the flip of a switch, like, what if they just change their preference? What if they change their expectations? Are you expected to change then as well? Like, are you then what do you do? You also then have to change. And so it makes you look fake, like, because you're just chopping and changing according to other people, and people will just sniff that out. People can see it. And so in the end, like, to me, I'm just like, that's way more embarrassing to be seen as someone that's just trying to fit in. Like, it's desperate, it's needy. it's just not real. And there's so much strength in just staying so grounded in you, and like everyone wants to just not give a fuck. Everyone wants to give less of a fuck what people think. And so you have to look at that and you're like, it's not just me that cares so much. Like, it's collectively, we all care so much about what other people think. And being judged. And deep down, we all just are like, I wish I didn't care so much. And that's why it's like the people that are bold, people that are just stand in their own uniqueness and their own personality, they're the ones that people admire. They're the ones that people look up to, because it's like they don't waver. And you can't mistake truth. And so you want that. Like, you want a slice of that. You look at them and you're like, fuck, I want to do that. It's so tiring trying to chop and change and just... I think it's like the most tiring and exhausting thing is continuously squashing yourself down and suffocating yourself and not letting you come out and you breathe and you be. Like, it takes so much energy to just like constantly push yourself down just so you're not seen as you are. I think that's the most exhausting thing, for me anyway. It's just so tiring. And if I feel like that so strongly, then there are at least a handful of other people in the world that feel like that too. But I know there's a shit ton more than a handful, I think. It's a pretty common thing. I think it's a collective issue. So, yeah, I spent some time this morning just being like, what do I value? And I wrote some words down. I wrote some things down. But I was also mindful I didn't want to just like list different words down, and I'm one to just go deep and go down to the root. So it's like, it's easy to list down like surface level values. Like, I don't know, I feel like there's some words that kind of overlap or they mean the same thing. Like the first value that I wrote was honesty. I'm just looking down at my paper. And I wrote down honesty, but I also resonated with the word truth. So I wrote truth down as well. But then I also resonated with the word transparency. So, but like all of them essentially mean the same thing. So it's not like you're like, I value honesty and I value truth and I value transparency. It's like, just pick the one that resonates the most, and that is what you value. So I think for me, honesty is transparency. If I look at them and I see honesty, truth, and transparency, and if I was to take one away, it would be transparency. So then I'm left with honesty and truth. And I think truth hits home more. So I think, yeah, for me, it's like picking the most charged, like the most charged word, like energetically charged or emotionally charged. Like, I resonate more strongly with truth. Then I wrote down resilience and also emotional resilience. But yeah, there was a few other ones. So I'll just go through them. So I wrote down honesty /truth/transparency. Then I wrote resilience slash emotional resilience. I value self-expression slash creativity. I value responsibility slash ownership slash personal power. I value health. Then I wrote, I value contribution slash impact for the greater good. I value growth. I value authenticity. I value freedom. But I realized, then I was like, okay, how do I reduce these? Because there's obviously some of these may be surface level. Like, can I reduce them so that they are just down to a few core words that are the most potent and the most, I guess the most potent of all the words. Just reducing them down so that I'm not left with a handful of surface level words and just down to the root value. So I think I went through like a process of elimination. I ended up looking at the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which was honesty, resilience, self-expression, responsibility, health, with the other words like on the end. And then I looked at contribution slash impact for the greater good. And I thought, do I really value that? Then I thought, if I live within my truth and I'm honest to myself and I live within that honesty, if I live within resilience and emotional resilience, if I live within self-expression and creativity, if I live within responsibility and ownership and within my personal power, and if I live within health, broadly speaking, me as an individual living within those values will have a positive contribution and create a positive impact. It will be a byproduct of living within those top 5 values. Then I looked at growth and I thought growth will be a byproduct of me living within those top 5 values. And I looked at authenticity. Authenticity will be, I don't have to worry about that because being authentic is a byproduct of living within honesty, resilience, self-expression, responsibility, and health. So I don't have to worry about that. It would just come naturally. It just is the result of living within those values. And then freedom, well, I mean, if I'm living within those values and I'm living within my truth, I am expressing myself however I want and in creative ways, and I make decisions from personal power, and I run decisions through a health filter, then that's freedom. So yeah, I kind of just reduced it all to those top 5. And I asked myself the question for each one. If I wasn't living honestly, and I wasn't living within my truth, and I was trying to hide my truth in some way, or I was dishonest towards myself in some way, or to others, then I wouldn't be living within that value of honesty and truth. So that would mean that I can't walk around playing small. I can't walk around like hiding and scared of being seen, because that's not truth. Like, I didn't come to this planet, I didn't choose to have a human experience to stay hidden. Like, it's just fucking stupid. It's not stupid, but it's silly to think that that's the way to live. Like, you're here to be seen, you're here to take up space. I'm here to be seen, I'm here to take up space, just like everyone else. So yeah, anyways, I ran through all of those filters and I realized I need to, I don't know, I just felt, I felt strong in that I could use these as pillars or filters, as Layla was saying. And it just the idea of it felt easy. It felt easier to live life. Then I had the thought pop into my head, and it was like, it's your 33rd birthday. It's your new year. I always count my birthdays as my new year, and the night before my birthday is like my New Year's Eve, because it's my new year. Yeah, it's like, well, I wasn't born on December 31st. January 1st. So that's not really my new year. Like, this is my new year. The 3rd of September is my new year. So I thought, it's my 33rd birthday today. And what if I just documented me, like, really changing my life and living within these values and making different and stronger decisions and choices that were truthful to me, and to see how all of that kind of just blossoms and manifests out. So I felt extremely inspired. I felt a lot of energy to just start recording and just start documenting. I don't know how that looks. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know how that looks. But I just know that if I can document it, it can and it probably will help other people who watch it. But it also is in line with my truth, I guess. I felt called to hit record and share this, and then also to just document it for me. By my 34th birthday, I think I would have a pretty cool archive of videos and evidence of what I did and the journey that I had in the previous year. So yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to document my life, or document my journey of living within these values, and just not how I've been living previously. Like, I've just been absolutely writing myself off. I've been getting minimal sleep, like fucking bags under my eyes, dark circles. I don't feel good inside. I'm not attending to my body, not paying attention to my body. I'm not paying attention to basic needs. And it's just like so excessive in the work area that I'm missing time with my kids. And, you know, work could be done relationship-wise. And no, you can't. Oh.
Can I play a game on that phone?
No, can you just watch out for a sec, please? Because this is... So, yeah, so I'm going to do it. So, to my 34-year-old self...
I want a picky.
Okay, go get one. To my 34-year-old self... congratulations. I hope life is good. It has to be good. I mean, life right now, it's so exhausting right now. And I will do the work so that you are birthed into this reality, and I will carry us so that you are born. And I will carry you into existence. Because this will be like, I don't know. I don't know what will eventuate from this. It's going to be a mixed bag, because I don't it's just, I don't know. I have different interests. There's different aspects to me. And I guess you will just see those different parts. But does that really matter? Because it shouldn't matter, because I'm living within my truth. And if I even address that, that would be addressing your expectations of me. Thank you so much. Thank you. So you'll just get what you get, which is me. And yeah, let's see where this goes.